Hi, I'm just going to be talking about contouring and the craze that's going on with contouring, and maybe some things that I would personally not do. So I guess on Instagram and YouTube and everything, like probably everywhere you go, everybody's really heavily contouring. So before they even begin with their makeup, their eyes and their cheeks and their lips or whatever, they do full-on contouring. So like white under the eyes, heavy contouring here, all in cream. I never use cream to contour, even though it can look fantastic, and I think if you do it and it works for you, that's fantastic. I just use a bronzer. It's very simple. It's the old school way to do it. Just use a bit of bronzer and create depth where you want it with a nice fluffy brush. I usually do my contouring with this MAC squared off brush, just sitting underneath where I want it to go. And I usually just use a matte bronzer. Cream contouring is a fantastic thing. You can really create a beautiful chiseled face. The only thing that I'm noticing with people doing cream contouring, especially heavy contouring, is that there's a whole lot of people highlighting and contouring features of their face that you probably don't want to be contouring or bringing concentration to. So that said, I'll give you an example. If you have a massive nose, you probably don't want to be contouring it really big, like putting hardcore contours down the side and putting a big white stripe down the front. That is going to make the nose come out of your face more if you put a big white or a highlighted area on your nose. I personally used to have a bigger nose. I had it fixed because I broke it twice, and while I was getting it fixed, I obviously got it taken down a bit because why not? Spending tons of money, I might as well make it nicer. But when I had a bigger nose, I definitely wouldn't have done heavy contouring on it, like bringing up highlighter at all, or depth and light. What I did do, just to discreetly make that whole area of my face less obvious, because I wasn't super happy with my nose, I would just get a bronzer while I was bronzing my face, a matte bronzer, and lightly dust the end. That usually would make it slightly shorter in appearance, and also I would use matte foundations to stop any reflection coming on my nose. Because the bone was broken here, if I had a reflection at all, it would show the bone pointing out of my face. It wasn't really bad, but it was quite obvious. My nose was broken for years. So while I had that broken bone, I definitely didn't want to bring any highlight or brightness or any contouring to my nose. I just didn't want it to be particularly noticed at all. So only matte, only a neutral foundation or one colour, and then just a tad of bronzer on the bottom of my nose just to make it appear a little bit shorter. Also, if you have a really slim face, you've already got a slim face, you shouldn't be contouring your face to make it slimmer. When you contour, it tends to bring the face inwards because darkness creates depth. So rather than contouring a very slim face, I would completely move away from contouring unless I was slightly contouring the top of my face and the bottom of my face to make it shorter if I had a really long face, which I don't particularly. Then I would be putting on pink blush here just to round out the face if I had a slim face. So contouring is a fantastic thing, but a lot of people are just doing contouring like it's the be all and end all. But if you have features that you are contouring that aren't nice, you're technically bringing attraction to a really bad feature. Like if you have really tiny lips, you probably don't want to be doing the Cupid's bow with a really big highlighter, because you're just going to get this tiny little ice pick of a highlighter. Unless you have full lips and they're your best feature, I wouldn't be putting the highlighter on them. I would be putting the highlighter on my big eyes or my big cheeks. So I guess this is a bit of a technical video. Contouring is a fantastic thing. I'm not having a go at it. This is just my opinion. But it should be used very minimally, and it should also be used to correct your face to look even. It's not to make your face, if you're doing hardcore contouring here, 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 you're in essence making your face look like a bird. Like you're making all of the high points come out really strong, like a big beak, like a beak nose and hardcore face, and then you're like creating this like chiseled face, but like nobody has a face that's really chiseled. So aesthetically, it's not that beautiful to look at because it's not realistic. Natural, beautiful faces don't have hardcore chiseling, nor do they have a nose that's like hardcore out of their face or cheekbones that are sticking out of your face. So I hope this doesn't sound really harsh. I can come off a little bit harsh when I get taken away with something that's driving me crazy, like hardcore contouring. But if you're not sure about contouring, or you're not sure about a feature that you don't like on your face, do not contour it. Just put some matte foundation on and just move to the good bits of your face. That's my opinion. I tend to enhance my good things, but I definitely don't contour the bad. And I hope that sets you on the right path if you're a little bit confused about contouring. It is not a necessity for everyday makeup. Just a foundation and a little bit of blush is better than a hardcore contoured face. So thanks for that. I hope it helps.